And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Jingle Balls jumping straight into the chat. What an incredible username. So thanks everyone so much for tuning in. How's it going, Mongoose, as well? Got some jolliness approaching for us. Our new show debuting tomorrow. You'll be seeing a little bit of that later on tonight. A little tease, a little hint of what we've got cooking up. For now, we're going to jump straight into some Halo Infinite multiplayer. Apologies that I sound a bit like this. I'm a little bit sick. I didn't want to miss out on the jolly vibes tonight, so still going to power through, do my best. Where are we? Team Slayer. Let's do this. Right. Big Manny, good evening. Thanks again for jumping into the chat. It's always jolly, wholesome vibes whenever we have anything going on. So, thank you, folks. Right. There we are. Lovely stuff. Beautiful. So I'm going to warm up with a bit of Team Slayer tonight, but I'm also thinking I might try and mix things up a little bit. Try and pick some different playlists and see how that gets on. Big Manny listened to the new podcast episode this morning. Yeah, nice. I appreciate that, Mongoose, as well. Thank you both. Yeah, Stephen Murray was fantastic. What an easy conversation. And given the fact that his voice as that Knockout City DJ was such a indelible, he was such a, you know, iconic role. You so associate that voice and that character together. That game is I think, so stylistically memorable because of his performance. So, yeah, Mongoose, absolutely. I wish I sounded like him too. That would be ideal, especially in my teaching. That'd be great. I'm seeming to remember that it was a bit of a mixed bag when I last played this. So let's see how we get on. Oh, this has it's like another version of this because weapons are in a different spot, different look as well.
Energy sword here.
Ooh, I think I might. How do you get in contact with these big video game people? I know this is a bit cliche, but I ask. You know, whether it's through finding their LinkedIn profiles or trying to contact their agent. So I have IMDb Pro, where I can then where I can then, you know, reach out to their representation. And I just asked the question. You know, there's been plenty of people I've tried to get in touch with that either their agent hasn't responded or or because they think I'm stalking. Thanks, Mongoose. Or they just go, you know, they're not available to do this right now. But equally, I've had some pretty jolly success with that, which is great. So, now not a bad start. Ooh. Hello. Oh no! No! Maybe announcing myself with the word hello wasn't the best plan there. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely, yeah. Just outside a sort of digital bush. And now that's now on the internet forever. So, excellent. Glad I said that out loud.
Instant obfuscation at your fingertips.
Where are we at right now? Oh, no. Should interview Roger Clark. Yeah, that would be fantastic. He's the... Is he the actor from Red Dead Redemption? The second one. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that would be amazing. Especially working on with a developer like... Oh, both sides! Especially working with a developer like Rockstar. It'd be just... Yeah. Just... You know, what an experience to have had there in your professional career. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, he's got overshit. Pillage from both sides. Oh, excuse me. How are we looking so far? Oh, 2 for 4. That's not good. What else are we looking right now? Do you play any Rockstar games? I have an odd history with Rockstar because I'm not particularly a big fan of GTA 5. I know that is, you know, blasphemy. Really like Red Dead. For sure. I've often ended up being more interested in their kind of weird offshoot games. Like, I loved Burly. Ironic as a teacher. But I love that game. And also... trying to think of some of the other stuff that I played. Drawing a blank. Oh, didn't try to go for the stick. That's not going to work out. Oh, I did get it. Well done, assist. That was not a sticky grenade. But yes, Red Dead, I think, over GTA. For sure. Let's try and go for a Kong. Oh, yes, thank you, Jingle Balls. Yes, L.A. Noire. That was the one I was desperately trying to remember. Yes, really enjoyed that. It gets a bit wonky towards the end. Some of the... Excellent. Some of the investigation stuff, like reading the characters, it gets a bit sort of, you know, like guesswork rather than actual detective work. But the early sort of first third of it I really enjoyed. And again, Mongoose, good memory there with Midnight Club as well. We had a fantastic time playing that. I always forget that's a Rockstar game.
Power item inbound.
Red Dead much better than GTA. Yeah, I think so. I think the online's better. I think the story's better as well.
Available.
Lovely. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not going to work. Nope. Yes, it is. Yeah, that racing one. I can't believe they've never done anything with it. Like, we haven't had any kind of HD remaster or anything like that. That's really bizarre to me. But yeah, it's something that was definitely certainly on the original Xbox. That was a real go-to, certainly for Mongoose and I when we were playing together. Actually, I'm going to keep that. Ooh, there we go.
Lethal.
Well practiced on this from the Gaming Arcadia live community session on Sunday. We had a 16-player Halo session. It's a great community, that. If you get a chance, check out Gaming Arcadia on Discord. They're a lovely bunch of humans. And genuinely really nice guys. It's a kind of British clan. Definitely worth checking out. Ooh. So I'm hoping that I feel limber tonight. Still remains to be seen. Yeah, I don't think we will either. I think that's going to be it. Ooh, that's a good grenade. Oh, dear. Yeah, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Sorry just for being sort of full of cold as well. It's not particularly pleasant to be looking at or listening to. Oh, dear. I use that as my excuse if I play badly. Ah, that was a good weight. Ooh, I feel like that grenade should have done more. Yes, I did play the table tennis Rockstar game very briefly. It was not my cup of tea, but I did try it, of course. A ridiculous thing for that developer to put out, but hey, you know, something different, I suppose. Ooh, that actually got a ping. Okay. That's the end of that. dear. There we go. Oh, hello. Yeah. Don't know what that thing is that's surrounding him. I don't think it's an overshield. Something else. Jiggle balls, they can get away with anything, Rockstar. Yeah, I know. The lack of DLC for GTA, lack of single-player stuff is a bit disappointing. And that recent port was a bit wonky of Red Dead. Weirdly only getting a PS5 and Switch release, which was really strange. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Red Dead 2 still looks good, Mongoose. I mean, it's a previous gen game, but that holds up so well. Surprised again we haven't had an official remake of some kind with that.
Lost the lead.
Oh dear. Oh no, he's done me. He's not going to fall for that. No, terrible. Have you played High on Life? No, it's on my list. I've got it on my Game Pass recommendations. Not my recommendations, what am I talking about? My clearly about 70% tonight. My to-play list? If that's the right phrase. Anyway, I have it on a list in my Game Pass app, and it's very much something I want to get to. I love those sort of narrative-driven, slightly more experimental games. I always think that's good fun. So, oh, no, he's done me. Didn't even see it. Brilliant. But no, it's definitely on my list. I've got that and Harold Halibut as well. Just came out on Game Pass. I want to try both of those. Oh dear. They ended up turning this around, actually. Not sure if that's going to pan out. Oh, cheeky grenade there. Oh, it's not going to work. Because you have an overshield. Where are we at? There we go.
Successfully deployed.
Outplayed him. Is it true you're a teacher? Yeah, I am. Very true. Teaching drama.
Power weapons on the way.
At my old secondary school as well, which is slightly surreal. But yes, indeed.
Power weapons available.
Gained the lead.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm glad that was a win for you, Mongoose. That's great. He does it really cool. And it's such a perfect game for Game Pass as well. Something that might really pass us by. Any funny stories about your school? Well, only that when I was a drama student there, when we had a cover teacher, we'd always used to go into the drama studio and turn the lights off. And then they replaced the light switch with a key switch. And it was my year group's fault. To this day, I have to use that key switch to turn the lights on. Because they got so annoyed by us. And that was my year group that did that. I'm of course aware of the irony now of being a drama teacher in that same building. So close. Right, folks, I'm going to have to hit pause for a minute because I think I've just heard my daughter. She's already gone to, well, put her to bed, but she's sounding a little bit upset. So I'm going to go and check on her. I'm going to hit just the pause screen just for a moment. We'll still be live. I'll still be back once she's settled. So just give me a few minutes and I will be back. And we are back. Apologies, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging around. Bless her, my daughter did a, well, let's call it a poonami. She woke herself up, and it was awful. Bless her, she was just, yeah, losing her shit. So I had to do a quick dash to go and sort her out. But she's now back in bed and all good. Yeah. Yeah, plug socket, definitely a pee-pee poo-poo check, and I can assure you I found some. So, you know, when you're a, you know, papa to a nearly 2-year-old, gotta do what you gotta do. So, we are back. Jingle Balls, I know who you should interview, Nicholas Lyndhurst. Yeah, I mean, I've now worked out potentially who you are. But yes, an appreciation for Only Fools and Horses is definitely something I have as well. I think that ages you a bit compared to the rest of the chat. No, don't be catfished by that. If it's the person I'm thinking of. Oh, joining mid-game. Oh, it's this wonky map. Okay. Let's see how we go with this. I need to mute some people as well. So you don't want to be listening to that. There we go. Plug socket. I'm trying to do a 12 marker. I want you to guess how it's going. Based on my incredible teaching, I assume it's going... Okay. I thought it felt old with my GCSEs next week. Yeah, Chris, absolutely. Yeah. Devo Games, it is a really annoying map. It is. I think it's just there's just no cover. And you're just constantly left out in the open. Oh, hello. Boom.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Lesson today was so crazy. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Yeah, we covered a lot. It was a busy one. But, you know, we're a week away. So I had to go Full tilt. Oh, you did update your name. Yeah, I thought I recognised part of that. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's not good. Okay, bye. Plug socket 32 marks. Yeah, man. Big old 32 marker. When I was doing drama once, I had to threaten a lot of people. That sounds like it's unrelated to drama. That could be just a separate problem. Oh, big problem. Oh, terrible. I assume that was in context. Yeah, if it's part of the act, yeah, you can do what you want. I'm in character. I can say something heinous, it's absolutely fine. Now,
Power items available.
can I surprise this guy? No. Oh, terrible! Oh, I'll get the assist. That's good to know. So after this Team Slayer round, I know we've kind of joined in progress here. I am going to have a little wander across the different playlists and see just some other stuff, maybe some different game modes I've never played before. I had to threaten that I would punch people in the face. Yeah, great. I remember that too. I think I might have wrote that. I think I might have written that. I might have wrote that. Good. Tested my English there. Jared Leto method acting. Yeah. Yeah, or just an excuse to be a dick. Oh, come on. Oh, unless you're not the person I'm thinking of, in which case, there's a reference there. I wrote a script with a school play, and there was a character with a recurring bit talking about punching people. There was a little production called Space. And, there's a good chance that might have been it. Ever played Yu-Gi-Oh? No, I haven't. I don't really have much history with that series at all. Oh, that... Okay. Chris, gonna do the production next year. Yeah, jolly. Yep, totally understandable, but yeah, please do. We've got a... Next year's gonna be very interesting. I can't talk about it yet, but... There is... some big changes happening. Hopefully my skill will go up. Did the character accidentally punch anyone? No, it was just a threat. In this case, it was this particular character was just threatening it all the time, and it was a recurring gag in this sort of sci-fi parody that I wrote. Plug socket, don't please spare yourself. It's too complex. Thanks. Great. Really appreciate you coming into my Twitch stream and saying that the show is too complicated. Thanks for that. Chris, sixth form coming in clutch. Nice. Big man, even though I can't be in the next one, I'll definitely come watch. Oh, man, that would be so cool. Especially given, you know, all the work we put into this one and how, you know, it's gonna, I think it's going to really come together well. Be lovely. You know, door would always be open for that, for sure. JG doesn't like games of the Orient. That is not true. Or is it? It's not the reason, though. Oh, God, this is now going off track. Thanks, Mongoose. Set me up. So, saying about A-level, Funky Snake, if there's interest, they will run it. So if you are thinking of sticking around, speak to Mrs. Dolling, because if they can get the numbers, they will run it. I could try, but my acting memory is shit. Yeah, that might be tricky if you're learning lines. Oh, this is so wholesome. Chris saying I can help you learn. Some wholesome vibes in the chat. That wasn't great. Oh, so sorry. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm just only talking to people that know me. She's also a teacher. Yeah, I mean, look, man. Door is open. Always for things like that. Yeah, the big boss of acting, absolutely. Yeah, I very much am the... I am the second. I am the other one. Yeah, no, I know, fair enough, I know. Yeah. I think I've gotten so comfortable knowing that a lot of people have discovered Burly Bird and the streaming just all through this. and all through my work and my teaching. I think it's just accidentally it's kind of happened that way. So, you know, I think I've just gotten so used to recognizing a few people referencing, you know, 32 mark questions in my chat. I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, Jingle Ball, that's correct. I do. This is currently... this is the drama block right now. I do. I live in the school. Shameless self-promotion time. So, right here, we have my latest podcast that's just gone up on the YouTube channel. This is an interview I did with Stephen Murray, the DJ from Knockout City. Big Manny, you mentioned this earlier that you checked it out. Please, if you get a chance, have a listen. It's really, really good, you know, really engaging conversation. Talks a lot about the process and how the industry actually produces seasonal content in games. So please consider checking that out. It was great fun to record, and we have new episodes of Some Drivel going up every single month. And you can find us on all of the various platforms at Burly Bird Media. So, let's have a little look now. Something different. Halo 3 Refueled. There's some classic maps going on up in here. Let's do this. Lives in his office is 100% canon. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Plugged. Good spot. Nice little keyword there. Sneaking a placard into my stream. Oh, nice one. Thanks, Big Manny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Once I was in the drama block and I came out of the toilet, I was locked in. I believe you. They do call me Captain Placard. You're right. Yeah. The Starship Brecht. What's in the game list for this? Oh, it's a mix. So not just going to be Team Slayer. A bit of Capture the Flag. Bit of King of the Hill. Some Oddball. Love the way Jeff Steitzer says Oddball. Also check out that podcast with Jeff Steitzer. New series, Tag and Bag. On Burly Bird Media. I'm just a big advert tonight. What's going on? I think I'm slightly delirious. The blonde teacher did it. Well, at least it wasn't me. Also, genuine question. Who is Born? Well, remembering that from our Do Now today. Born is another practitioner. Likes doing quite shocking theatre. Not one we study. So I threw it in there just to make sure you were paying attention. Is it just a choice to catch yourself? That's exactly what it is. Yep, absolutely. To make sure you don't start chatting about someone that we've not studied at all. And that is why we did that. Oh, dear. Oh, Isolation. Old school. I think this was a King of the Hill map originally. I was Team Slayer, so we're playing as normal. High Ground. Domicile I don't recognise. Cliffside I do. I can't remember the original version. Obviously, the Pit being a classic. Let's see how we get on with this. Are we going to go oddball? We are going to go oddball. Nice. Just seeing the ghost parked under there, that was my whole strategy. Was just zoom around the map. Splatting people. Nice bit of word association there. What is your real name? Well, it is on the screen right now. Ball incoming. Oh, come on. It's too good. Do they? Do they have the ball? Oh, he's got a sniper. That's going to be a problem. Oh! Of course I turned to my left and there's someone just rocketing me in the face. No, you're right. It's Burly Bird without the E. That is my name.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
A reference to my dear friend Adam,
Enemy has the ball.
who co-stars with me in Burly and a Teat. Available now on YouTube. Yet another podcast. Oh, there we go. Just shameless self-promotion left and right tonight. What's going on? How are we looking and sounding, by the way, in terms of audio balance? Are we all good? That would be just good to know. Oh, nice one. Thank you, Davo. Appreciate that. Davo? Oh, beautiful. I was too busy reading how good the sound mixing was. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Something I'm still getting used to. Still figuring out with all the various, you know, transitions and hold screens and all of that. Still getting used to that. So it is good to get that feedback, because I want to do this right. I want to, you know, I'm not just doing this as some random thing. I actually want to make a go of this. I swear there's someone here. Let's go with an oddball, I think, downstairs.
M41 Sanker, inbound.
There we go. Oh, hello. Oh, from the grave. That's what we like to see.
Enemy has the ball.
Yes, they do. That's exactly why.
Enemy team nearing victory.
I was going for kills. Oh, that's terrible.
Spartan down.
Ah, can't get through there. How much time we got? Oh, they've done it.
Ball dropped.
Plug socket. During my content creation heyday, I could never get the mixing down either. I was always too loud or the game was. Yeah, it's been a really tricky thing because I've assumed that because I've got a decent podcast mic that I would just be loud enough by default. And whenever one of my first test streams, it was horrible. Like, I was so quiet and you could barely hear anything I was saying. So it is definitely, it's just trial and error. Something I've discovered in Twitch Studio, by the way, if you ever get back into anything like that again, Twitch Studio lets you do offline recording, but it takes all of your audio sources, your any video input, anything like that, and it records it exactly how it would then appear on the stream. So it's a good way of shit testing something, but without it being live. Because I've had that problem too, is I've had to do like a bunch of test streams, but they never work and they're never good quality, and you know it's not what you want to have out there on a VOD. So Twitch Studio, a good way to do that if you're working through stuff like that. Oh man, just getting pillaged. Don't make assumptions. Yeah, no, how dare I? It's the one thing I absolutely hate. That and laziness.
Halfway to victory. Ball dropped.
Epic name change.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Remember the time my streams got locked in 30 frames per second? Yeah, that can also be really tricky if you're, especially if you're using a capture card.
Ball dropped.
And
Enemy has the ball.
and that capture card maybe doesn't work or speak nicely with your PC. Can be really tough. Yeah, Chris, I've tried that too. Streaming off of Xbox. I've always started with that because my PC was never anywhere close to being good enough to be able to handle a stream. Got an upgrade last year, and actually now with a decent capture card I've got, I'm able to get a fairly consistent 1080p 60, which is, you know,
Enemy has the ball.
handy.
Ball dropped.
Ooh. I'll put up the ghost. Where is the old one? It's down there.
M41 Sanker, inbound.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Oh, it's not an instant kill with the odd ball. I thought it
Enemy
was.
has the ball.
Unexpected item in bagging area, yeah, absolutely. Plug socket, yeah, I do have an Elgato. It's the HD60S Plus, so it's the one that has the HDR pass through. Because when I'm playing on my monitor, I want to actually see what it actually looks like, as opposed to it being some sort of like, you know, compromised version. You know, as much as I'm doing this for the benefit of a stream, I still want to enjoy my games at the quality that you'd expect. So, yeah, and yeah, any of the Elgato stuff is just fantastic. Yeah, Mongoose, you're right. I'm getting absolutely riddled with my timbers. We'll stay in this playlist. I'd like to try and actually play the game type this time. That'd be really helpful. Jingle Balls, I don't think Burly can see my chats. Yes, he can, because I just see yours. Do you have a collection of anything or something you mentioned earlier that I missed? What do you mean by collection of anything? Plug socket, last time I used it was to game without using my TV, not even for streaming. Oh, no, fair enough. Davo, you again. Yeah, just acknowledge that, so we're all good. All good. I would never let one go by without me addressing it. Lovely. There we go. Beautiful. Let's have a look. Jingle Balls, like figures, records, books, DVDs. Yes is the short answer. Just out of shot, I don't know whether you can see, you might be able to see it reflected in my mirror actually, but just out of shot, I have a bunch of master replicas ships from Star Trek, which I'm just obsessed with. It's a complete indulgence. I don't need them at all. They're just dressing, but I love that series and that franchise, and it's something I've always liked collecting. Big fan of also physical media, so I really like 4K Blu-rays or box sets of key shows or steelbooks. I have a few of those. Really liked the Marvel steelbooks. I got basically everything from Iron Man 1 to Endgame on steelbook. Then, of course, Disney Plus came along. But I would like to expand that collection, because, again, it's something I've always really enjoyed. Nintendo Switches, yeah, the amount I've had that broke. Yeah, absolutely. Or just in my house generally. During my awesome subject heading for my statement. Did you enjoy my awesome subject heading for my statement earlier, Chris? Yes, I did. I didn't notice it when you sent it, though, in lesson. Didn't clock it until, like, when I emailed you back, like, 3 hours later. No idea. I completely missed it. I collect consoles. Nobody uses 3 PS3s, but I have 3 PS3s. Yeah, absolutely. Retro, actually, I forgot to mention that. I've got all the retro consoles, so I love stuff like GameCube, NES, SNES. I've kept all my original Xbox. I have PS3 that unfortunately yellow lighted of death, so I don't have that anymore. Collection of Funko Pops and records. Yeah, I've just started also getting into vinyl. So I've got my Master Replica ships, steelbooks, retro consoles, and then vinyl as well. That's kind of my main sort of vices if I'm ever going to spend what little disposable income I have, and it's very little. It'll be on that. I'm literally his favourite student. Thanks for the good review of yourself. M2 since we always hang out. Love it. Plug socket, you appear to be malfunctioning. That was a lot of NES. What vinyls do you have? So I have a couple of video game soundtracks. So I have The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 soundtracks, which again is no surprise, hence this. I have the Knockout City soundtrack, so another little time with Stephen Murray. Definitely a Star Trek soundtrack in there somewhere. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think the Volume 2 soundtrack, I have that. And the Old Gods of Asgard from Alan Wake 2. I have their Herald of Darkness vinyl, which is awesome, by the way. If any of you are into games and you haven't played Alan Wake 2, owe it to yourselves to pick that game up. It is one of the single best stories I think I've played in the last 10 years. Or watched in anything. I was totally immersed in that. And there's a song included in the game called Herald of Darkness. You can find it on YouTube. And I have the vinyl for it, and it is just fantastic. Get the Undertale vinyl for my birthday. Yeah, great choice.
Slayer.
Should buy me anything from Fangamer. Yeah, plug socket. Seriously, Alan Wake 2 is, I think, one of the best games I've ever played. I would top 10 that for sure. Remedy are also one of the best developers out there. Control was fantastic. They're now working on the Max Payne remakes. It's great. They're absolutely great. Alan Wake was nearly in Fortnite, really? Well, I suppose everything's been in Fortnite, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Oh, it's this map again.
Overshield inbound. Kill everything that moves.
Good start.
If it continues to move, kill it.
Could you be my first wave, please? What do you ladies? Thank you so much. Oh dear. It was interesting move. Oh, I thought I'd go away with that. Absolutely ridiculous spawn. Why the hell am I here? Once again, there's no cover. Getting killed. Oh, that could be Grenade of the Year. Oh, so close. Do you know Mr. Jenkins? Yes. So glad you're here for the jolly vibes. Oh, come on. Terrible. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Yeah. Oh, go on. Oh, man. Getting hosed. I'd love some kind of Dark Souls music thing because the songs of those games are like art. Yeah, it's a series I don't have a lot of familiarity with, but I know obviously they are. It's kind of one of those I can appreciate them knowing how much people love them. Even though they're not really for me. But I can objectively see how great those games are. And again, I've heard, like you said, nothing but good things about the soundtrack. Music is the best art. It's certainly what I use whenever I'm prepping lessons or writing or doing tech rehearsals for stuff like this. Always have something Spotify in the background, whether it's music or a podcast. Persona 3's Reload Season Passes are free as a Game Pass perk. Game Pass is just a gift that keeps on giving. Really is. Overshield, thank you very much. Oh, hello.
Confirmed.
Overshield is fine.
Oh, God's sake. There we go.
Confirmed.
Oh, my goodness.
The enemy is weak to bullets.
Oh, excuse me. David, just want to say the streams have been great. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's actually really... That is motivating, for sure. Because I never like to assume, you know, with things like this, it's very early days. I've got a lot of work to do to build a community and keep upgrading my tech and doing more different things, more interesting things. So any kind of positivity like that it genuinely is appreciated. And I say that completely, you know...
Yard sale.
Oh, Jeff Steiner. Yeah, completely unsarcastically and unironically. It does mean a lot. And I never want to lose that. No matter how developed this becomes, I want to always maintain that kind of slightly more personable approach with community stuff. I just think it's so important. Very easy to forget about those people that were there, like yourselves, from the beginning. Jersey Boys reference, nice. I do know that song. Absolute banger. Oh, hello. Oh, I've got no rounds. Oh, that was a good grenade back at them, though. Ah! He pushed me. Oh, yeah, that is... I mean, yeah. What a theatre trip, right? I've seen that on Broadway and now in the UK.
Power items on the field.
Not going to be forgetting that in a minute. Don't even know where. No, brilliant. It seems to be a theme of tonight. I mean, I'm still positive KD, but... It's great. It really is, right? Big Manny, you're right. It really is. Genuinely iconic. Absolutely. Ooh. You'd think the sound of the sword popping would have been the indicator that I was about to get horribly bludgeoned there, but... Yeah, classic. Actually, it's only a classic if I'm using it. It's used on me, I'm furious.
Way to victory.
Thank you, Jeff Steitzer. Okay.
Spartan down.
This is the one thing I can say I've had actual success with tonight. Konging. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it almost should be OP, shouldn't it? Like, the whole point of it is that it's just the most ridiculous weapon. Much like the gravity hammer. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes, they do. David, they do have the gravity hammer. That one, I think, actually is overpowered. It's not great in this. The range on the strike is way too big. I did see an update, though, that they're tweaking that. One of the recent Infinite patches. They're bringing back the EMP on the plasma pistol. So that can now disable vehicles like it always used to. And then, they're also, yeah, they're tweaking the striking distance. Not going to catch me again, mate. Hanging out in your little corner. Right on the far side. Important query, what music do you listen to? Or better yet, who do you listen to? Good question. I have a very strange music taste. Because I will... Ah, that's terrible. I will happily listen to the Stones, Creedence, sort of old school rock. Saw the Stones live at the O2 when I was 18, and they were incredible. I could also happily put some G Unit, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg on. I'm obsessed with that era of rap. It's Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop. So close. And then I will also, you know, especially if I've got lots of prep to do, you want something a bit more high energy, you know, stuff like Maroon 5 or slightly more kind of what you call a bit more mainstream stuff. I'm fine with. Not snobbish at all with stuff like that. If it's a good song, it's a good song. Don't really give a shit who the artist is or what the genre is. If it's catchy or it's something I want to play again, then it's a win. But certainly Creedence and Rolling Stones would be kind of two of my biggest in terms of classic rock. Absolutely love those two bands. So it looks really funky and Infinite. I don't know if it's just my old Halo mind, but it looks funky. Yeah, it's thinner and not as bright as I think it used to be in the original games. Jingle balls. Yeah, absolutely. Creedence Clearwater Revival, man. Absolutely. I try and sneak a song of theirs or a reference to a song of theirs in every production or piece of work I've ever written. Always. I just love their music. They're storytellers. And they're, you know, just the best. I hope people hate me for listening to an artist, but I don't listen to the artist. I just like the song. Absolutely. It's this weird sort of gatekeeping where they go, oh, how can you like this person? Where instead of that, you just kind of go, well, actually, if it's just good music, irrespective of the artist, it's not relevant. Nobody's heard of Bad Tribe or C678924. That is correct.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Do you have any Funkos? I do have a couple of Funkos. I tried you know, I've got a few, but they never really stuck with me. A couple of Star Trek ones, again, just to fulfill the cliche. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, why did I run towards him? What was I thinking? Oh no, I've lost my chat. There we go, we're back. Yeah, it would be, I think I've got a Kirk and Spock. I've gone classic. Sort of old school TOS. Yeah. That'd be mine. An Italian song called... I'm not even going to try and shoot for that. There it is. Ooh, okay. Nope. Shouldn't have got the sword out. Baited him to push. Nice. Oh, we'll put it back. Underneath. He's going to go up the lift. Sneaky. Yeah. He's trying to Kong. Taking my strategy. It's pointless. No, nothing. Oh, I do have a DC Funko. Yes, I got given it as a gift by a student. The Flash. I have the Flash. Still on my desk. Still on my desk at work. Reminds me of the one death metal band with a really long name. Yeah, it really does. Again, not going to attempt the pronunciation. Folks, I'm going to sign off there. I'm definitely not 100%. Need to get this all wrapped up. Thank you so much again for jumping into the chat. As always, making these solo streams really effortless in terms of the conversation. Something I'm definitely getting more used to now is this interaction back and forth. So, yes, I'm sure you do. Jingle balls. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. It is appreciated. I'm going to give one final shout out. Something that's going to be popping up tomorrow night. We're going to be launching a brand new show, System Link. This is featuring Mike Hazelton from the Xbox Guide. He was on Saturday's Burly Bird live stream. System Link is going to be a live podcast with also game streaming as well. And it will then be available on YouTube and on Podbean for free, and on Spotify as well for free. But we're going to be shooting it as a live Twitch stream here on twitch.tv/Burly Bird Media. And that will be Mike and I discussing the week's news. And then we'll be doing, I believe, the finals as our gameplay section as well. So it'll be a bit of a mixture. Live podcast, discussion with chat, and also some gameplay as well. And that will be every single Wednesday at 9 PM at twitch.tv/Burly Bird Media. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. So appreciate all of the clips and comments and ridiculous references to on my day job. We will see you next time.